A team that won't be just fine. The Philadelphia Flyers. Holy fuck, I thought it was fake. I saw the news. I thought it was fake. I'm like, there is no way that's from the real Darren Dreger account. I'm like triple checking sources. They have re-signed defenseman Rasmus Ristolainen. This year he's making, I believe, $5.4 million against the cap. Confirmed, $5.4 million against the cap. He has re-signed for $5.1 million for the next 5 years.
It's worth those hits, baby. You know how many hits he gets? You know how he's a big fucking Viking-looking guy. And that is half the battle of being a hockey player. Okay?
Yeah.
If you want to be a shutdown defenseman, you need to ignore those analytics and you need to hit people. You need to make the boom, especially at Broad Street. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. It's such a bad deal. And what's the fucking point of, if you have an analytics department, what is the point? Get rid of them. Save yourself some money because you're going to need it now.
I genuinely do not understand this. You mentioned it. All that Risto really brings is physicality, hits and blocking shots, and he's big.
Power play production.
He was brutal in Buffalo. He has been fairly brutal in Philadelphia, too. And I know, shout out to someone like Bojo, like I know Flyers fans like, he hasn't been that bad playing next to Travis Sanheim.
Sanheim's good, though.
It's because Travis Sanheim's fucking good.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, it's not... Like, maybe it's Risto playing up to how good Travis Sanheim is. Let alone the fact, I think the word was they might shop Sanheim. It's insanity. I never, and especially too as a roster editor for NHL 22, when people are like, oh, how are you going to have Devon Taves be a 92? First and foremost, look at his fucking numbers. He deserves a 92 regardless of what the fuck you look at. Well, he'd never get $10 million in real life. Yeah, and someone like Rasmus Ristolainen shouldn't get over $5 million in real life, but here the fuck we are. Like, I'm sorry. And it's like, oh, well, NHL GMs know better. Do they? Does Chuck Fletcher know better?
Sometimes they do. Sometimes in this case, it's clear as day that this is just not good. But
Chuck Fletcher. Let's go over some of these contracts. The most valuable contract he's ever signed as a GM based off a cap hit is the Sean Couturier extension. $775 for 8 years. That's honestly not that bad. He signed the Zach Parise, Ryan Suter double deal in Minnesota. He signed Kevin Hayes to $7.1 million for 7 years in Philadelphia. Like, you look at his track record, signing Thomas Vanek to $6.5 million for 3 years in 2014 when Thomas Vanek wasn't Thomas Vanek anymore. You can get into some of the trade. Like, Chuck Fletcher is a god-awful NHL general manager. That is, I'm sorry, undisputable, indisputable. Call it what you willable at this point. And this is only the latest. Like, Flyers fans, I am sorry. You guys are fucked. Like, you literally just signed Andy McDonald 2.0. And that's a horrible thing when Flyers fans are like, oh yeah, this is Andy McDonald 2.0. Because this has happened to you before. Flyers fans know what they're about to get hit with.
Pronger.
And that's the saddest thing of all.
I mean, Pronger was still effective in his time there, but also they were stuck with like that. I think they LTIR.
I would take Chris Pronger right now over Rasmus Ristolainen. How old is Chris Pronger? He can't
50.
Be worse.
No, he's not quite 50 yet, I don't think. But
he is 47.
Yeah,
sign him up. I guarantee you, if he were to play from this point to the end of the season, his analytics would be better than Rasmus Ristolainen's. I guarantee it. Brutal. And Flyers fans know this. Cannot believe it. He is going to be, I mean, he already was and will continue to be the second highest paid defenseman on this team. It's stunning. I don't see, Sin, you mentioned it. What does he have? Big, Viking-looking. It's still 1999.
He's got that picture of him with the black eye when he was standing there in the pregame with his helmet on.
Oh my God.
I gotta say, that was a badass fucking picture, but it ain't worth 5.1.
Dude, I'm like, even now talking about it, I'm still just stunned.
Good for him.
Like,
The man.
Good for him,
got
for sure.
paid.
Like, this isn't an assault on him or his character. Good for him.
And his
But, like,
agent.
he's
God
getting
damn.
paid comparable money to the deal TJ Brody signed in Toronto and Jake Muzzin as well. Oh, that's not that bad. Yeah, TJ Brody and Jake Muzzin are both better.
Yeah.
He does have a comparable contract to Tyler Myers in Vancouver, though. Big. Can't teach size. Sign him up. It's the fucking Vince McMahon school of running a hockey organization.
I want big men. Give me big men.
Fucking big meaty men slapping meat will always draw in the NHL.
I love it.
Holy shit.